So here it is, our round robin top three anime, webtoons, and manga that we watched or really liked and enjoyed in 2020. This is just our personal favorites. I'm gonna try and find a way to post these. I'll probably put them in the description because it's just easier that way. So if you like these, leave a comment and let us know what yours was. Or if you just want to roast us for our choices, feel free to do that too. Leave us a like or subscribe if you like it. Thanks.
Gonna be
So
a mixture of
terrible.
anime and hentai, or not hentai, anime and
Wow.
manga,
The Freudian
anime
slip.
and manga.
Let's
But
go.
anime and manga, not hentai. So
Who watches hentai?
we can
So,
start with Blace,
What is hentai?
and we can walk. Shut up, Ryan. We can work our way down. Just going from the list on the thing here. So Blaze, we're gonna do three each. You cannot repeat what you've heard. Either it can be a webtoons, a manga, or a
Oh, I'm gonna have to take notes.
an anime. So your three favorite. Just starting with number one right now. We're gonna go around the room. So
Blaze
all
is
right.
going first.
So I get the easy one.
Oh,
All
he's gonna
right.
take all the good ones. It's all right. I think mine's are covered.
The one that I enjoyed the most was, and I haven't watched the anime, but I've been reading the webtoon, God of High School.
mm.
I knew you were gonna take that one.
So just give us a little
Yeah.
bit of a synopsis. What's going on with it in case
Oh
anyone here
no,
hasn't
absolutely
seen or
not.
read it?
Absolutely not.
Spo-
That's so much. No, no,
spoilers.
no, 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 no. That is
Just a
so
small
much.
synopsis.
No, it's so much. We're gonna be here forever.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
just two sentences. What is this webtoons?
All right, you're gonna have to
Goku.
edit this video.
It's Goku.
All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Goku.
understandable. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so super powerful protagonist. Cool.
All right, that's
All right.
one.
Onwards to Seth.
Okay, so I
Wait.
only get one.
You get three, but we're going
Oh,
round
we're
robin.
starting-
Round robin means you go around the room.
Okay, gotcha. So, you know what? For the first one, I'll go with a story I've been reading, which I will be surprised if they don't turn into an anime because it's the perfect contender for it. It's called Record of Ragnarok.
Oh,
What
you...
it basically.
It's coming, by the way.
Oh,
It's
have you been reading that one?
it's confirmed coming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did you not see the trailer? Sorry.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's
They
a
have
trailer.
it on trailer. It looks incredible. Okay.
I mentioned it last
Synopsis.
podcast, I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't on your last podcast.
I know. I'm sorry.
Anyway. So for those, well, if you've been paying attention, then you should already know what it's about. So I'll just keep it brief. Essentially, long story short, the gods from all pantheons have decided that they're just tired of humanity and they're going to get rid of it. The Valkyries have come together and, as harbingers of warriors of the past, are really attached to humanity and want to give humanity one last final chance. And so the gods have agreed to do basically a battle royale where the Valkyries get to pick the top of humanity's greatest and then fight against all the gods. So like Zeus, Poseidon, Azura, I think is one of them, and then some of the others
Spoilers?
that we haven't get there. How are those spoilers? They're literally like the first couple ones that they even established. Like, hey, we're going to be the fighters. The ones I haven't mentioned aren't the ones that are the surprise one. Those are all the ones that they
No.
show at the very beginning. Like, hey,
No, but there is some really cool fights and some really interesting characters. But yeah, that's pretty dope.
Sounds interesting. I may give that one a look.
it does a good job too of setting the realm of here's where the gods are and here's where humanity's supposed to be at
You're
the
way
bottom.
over 2 sentences.
You know.
Yeah.
Way over
All
2
right.
sentences.
Oh, it's supposed to be in 2 sentences.
Yes.
I apologize.
Yep. Onwards to Ryan. You're number one on your list.
Number 1, hold on. That is not what I wanted for my number 1.
Probably still one of mine. I feel like it's on your list.
Well, no, we're only picking 3, right? So I have a couple that I really liked. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm either gonna go with words that aren't in my head right now because I'm looking for the anime right now. I'm not gonna steal the one that I think Zach is gonna use. I guess I'm just gonna go with the Irregular Magic High School season 2.
Excellent. Very good.
Yes. I know it finished up like right at the beginning. It's either the beginning of this year or like right at the end of last year. But it was a fall anime from last year, and I've been looking forward to season 2 for so long. And it's only on Funimation right now.
All right. So synopsis.
It's like Magic Goku, kind of.
Mm.
It's like
Goku is Magic
it's
Goku.
like it's like super smart.
So not
Super
Goku.
smart robot Magic Goku, even though he's not a robot. That's basically what he is. Yeah, overpowered magic nerd.
Yep, that is a good one. Mine technically came out in, unless Fuzz, you want to do one? I know you said you were reading something, so you can.
So I will say my number one web comic that I've started reading here recently is Control Alt Delete Comic. There's 3 different strands. The comic's been going since 2002, and the
Whoa.
animation since that time has gotten way better, as you might imagine. And there's 3 different strands that are like storylines that are separate comics that get published on that website by the same artist / story writer. And I enjoy his humor, and the stuff that he talks about is kind of nerdy and that kind of stuff. And so that's a comic that I really enjoy. He has not daily releases, but he has pretty regular releases. So
Okay. So that sounds interesting. I may Control Alt Delete what? What was the last word you said?
Control Alt Delete Comic or
Comic. Okay.
I think the website is something like CAD/comic or something like that. I don't know.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So my number one is not actually what you thought it was, Ryan.
Oh.
Mine is Tower of God.
Okay.
Interesting.
The webtoon, not the anime. Actually, the anime was okay, but the webtoon for me was just I couldn't stop reading. I read late into the night every night till I fell asleep reading it, and it was just I could not get enough of it. So basically, a 2-sentence synopsis: you have this guy who has the power of absorption and can learn everything after one try, and he wants to see the sun. So that is Tower of God. It is super
Goku Nemo.
interesting. No more Goku. You cannot say Goku in any more synopsises.
That's not fair. I like
Call
most
Goku.
of the animes and stuff. Goku. Okay.
But we're going back up to Blace. So Blace, number 2 for you.
All right, number 2. It's a web comic. I don't know. Have you guys ever read Gosu?
Okay.
Oh, that's been a little while. Yeah.
I have heard of it, have not
good.
read it.
You mean the
myself
famous Twitch
yet.
streamer Gosu?
No.
Definitely the webtoons Gosu.
Anyway, it's about a martial artist, and I think it's China. Like, are they Chinese or?
They're Korean.
They're
Webtoons
Chinese
is
or
Korean.
Korean, yeah. So it could be either one.
I don't know if their ancient history was similar to China, but anyway, it's got like old school martial arts vibes, and there's a lot of warring factions. But it's about this guy who is trying to avenge his master, in like an old school martial arts setting.
I had it on my list to read, but I may move it up of the things that I'm reading. So
The animation is pretty good, or the drawing is pretty good.
okay.
There was an anime that came out. I think it was an anime that came out recently that had some really good martial arts displays in their animation. Was there lots of like?
That was God of High School.
No,
It
it
was
wasn't.
awesome.
It's not that one. Was there magic or some form of like key usage?
Yes, but I don't think they made an anime out of it.
Okay.
Or I don't.
Then
It's probably not as good as the webcomic. 'Cause it's still ongoing.
It really, really ever is.
That's kind of like Tower of God. Like I
It-
had such high hopes for Tower of God, and then the anime is just kind of disappointing in comparison. So
All right, Ryan, did people explode?
I don't know. I just saw clips of it. I didn't see
If
the anime
people
yet. I'm
didn't
looking for it.
explode, it's not the same.
all right, so
That's probably not it.
Seth, number 2 for you, my friend.
I think Ryan's gonna hate me for this one because I feel like I'm fixing to steal another one of his.
If you say it, I'm gonna hurt you.
But
Say
I'm
it.
just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say Solo Level.
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew it.
I have just started reading that one. It's incredible so far.
It is beautifully
here that I hate Seth.
illustrated. Like
Will be an
high-tier
anime this year
comic.
too. So.
I'm not gonna watch
Really,
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna watch
Where
it.
where are
some
you
of the
guys?
fight scenes I've been interested to see. Like I've been curious about because they're so well done. I wonder if they translate as well onto like the live action screen or not. But just to give a brief synopsis of it, it's a typical story of you know game character gets game cheats, if you want to put it that way, but it's in or Korea. It happens. So typical anime just growth thing, but it's done in a satisfying way. The character is going on like the power trip, but they do the scaling really well, so he's not just like leaps and bounds over nothing and make him work for it.
Yeah, it's like a Kirito. It's like Kirito and Gate, not Steins Gate, just Gate had a love child, and then you threw that guy into the world of Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
A little bit.
and
Like modern day Attack
they-
on Titan, and that's kind of how it goes.
And
And the
it's
best way-
incredible. I cannot wait for the anime. I hope it even partially translates to anime because some of those fight scenes are just gonna be.
I'm
They're splendid.
glad. I'm glad
yeah,
that it's getting an anime.
good
I'm
in
just,
this. Yeah, it's good in the same way
scared.
like Dragon Ball's good. Is the story groundbreaking or anything? No. Is it bringing anything new to the table? No. But how it does its delivery, how it does its scenes, and just like it's all cool moments and excellent fight scenes. Yeah, that's what gets it going. It's like I don't need it to be a complex emotional story. Just give me the really cool action scenes and the BA moments, and I'm like, heck yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and let me go. It's a fun ride.
All right. Another good recommendation. This list is good so far. Ryan,
I hate you.
you're second,
I hate
even though Seth has your 1 and 2. So what is your number
and 6.
4 actually?
you. So it wasn't my second. It was just on my list of things to talk about. It was actually going to be my second. Record of Ragnarok was probably going to be my third. Anyway, I'm going to catch some flack for this, but Kaguya-Sama Love is War came out. Season 2 came out over the fall as well. And there's something so funny about the cringy situations they put themselves in, along with the animations, and like just the dry slapstick humor they have a lot of the time, really just scratches that itch. If you just want to watch something and just look at the screen, like what is happening, and just laugh. It was a really good like decompress anime. I really enjoyed season 2. I mean, there's some cringy moments in it, and there's definitely some like, okay, well, this wasn't targeted to me because I'm like a 30-year-old man. But if you want to decompress and you just want to watch an anime without getting too invested and just like chill, season 2 of Kaguya-Sama Love is War is probably my number 2 pick.
All right,
So would you
all right.
say did season 2 get rid of some of the anime cringe that wasn't in the original story? The first season did. Did it just pad the runtime?
Probably not.
Okay. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about like the over explanation trope where they redo a scene every single anime to where it just gets repetitive. It doesn't exist in like
So the
original
Naruto
story.
phenomenon.
Yeah, or like the start of Fairy Tail where they have to do a full wind up animation for each attack.
Half the episode, every episode is
No.
what happened last episode. Yeah. So
No. So
Or-
the episodes are structured in like halves, right? So you get an episode where it's usually the first 10 to 15 minutes something happens and they resolve the issue, and then the next 15 minutes something different happens and they resolve the issue, or they don't. It's mostly just like short anime comic skits. Mostly, it's not. it doesn't even really have a cohesive story. Really, it's just a comedy like slice of life anime. It's okay. I didn't even tell you about it. It's basically about two people in high school, a girl and a guy in high school, who are too proud to admit they like each other. So they basically have like this war game, this war mind game where they're trying to get the other to confess that they like each other. And they both refuse to do it. So it's kind of funny to watch them interact and like try and mind game each other, and watch everybody else be like, "Would you guys just kiss already? Just."
I think I saw the preview for that. It looks funny.
It's funny. I like it. Chica is best waifu. Everybody knows who Chica is. If you don't, I will post a picture in Discord, and you will immediately recognize her.
So Fuzz, if I know you said you have limited numbers on this topic, but do you have a second thing that you've read or watched anime slash manga?
I do. I have another webcomic. This one's called Lunar Baboon, and it's just really wholesome. That's all I have to say about it. Like, it's just a very wholesome, like, feel good web comic in sort of the best way. Both of these web comics I put in my feed at work. I've been using a website called Feedly, which is a content aggregator. I've chosen it over Reddit for my work usage because I can control what's in there and make sure that no not safe for work pictures pop up. And it's really decent at that. So, but yeah, that's my thing, Lunar Baboon. But also, I am going to go ahead and post a link to Control Alt Delete because I think that's something which you guys might genuinely enjoy. So.
Okay.
We lost Fuzz for a second. He's back.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I'm just post that in here. So, if I can stop hitting the plus button. All right. Yeah, there's a Control Alt Delete comic, and also I'll post Lunar Baboon. But if you don't have to look at it if you don't want. I'm just posting it because it's also a reference.
So wholesome. Give us a little bit of a synopsis besides it's wholesome.
Okay. I will just. So it's panel comics, is what it is, and my best thing is like I'll just read you one of the comics and see how you feel about it, right? So this one is a couch, and it's what seems to be a husband and a wife, and the husband is reading the book, and the wife says, "Sigh, what a garbage day." And then the next panel, "Think you can do that sexy thing you do to cheer me up?" And then in the next panel, "Do you mean spend quality time with you?" And then the next panel, "And occasionally say something that makes you laugh?" And she replies, "Oh yeah, that's the stuff." So it's just very wholesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Nice. All right, Zach.
All right.
We're gonna speed
So
run the
my
rest of
next
this.
one, yep, is my one that I know the first season came out in 2019, but I started watching it in 2020. FireForce. It is just basically everyone has different fire powers, and they're firefighters that fight living fire. And it's just, I know that doesn't sound that interesting, but when you see it in live action, it's very interesting, and I thought it was excellent. So,
Wasn't it made by the people who did Soul Eater?
yep,
Yes.
the Soul Eater people did the Fire Force stuff. So I love Soul Eater, and this also wound up right in my love of that same genre. So it's really good. So
Yeah, like season 2 is out already.
yep, season 2 is out. It came out last year. So I watched through the whole thing in 2020. So
Nice. All right, Blace, we're gonna speed run.
All right. The Gamer. It's basically, I think they wrapped up the season this year, and it's basically about a guy who gets powers to live life like a video game, and there's like mages and stuff, and he becomes Very powerful.
Is this a webtoon or is this a
Webtoon.
anime? Okay.
I think Andy was actually reading it from the beginning.
Oof.
I have to stop and do that myself sometimes. Whenever it's caught up on so many chapters, I'm like, I don't know where I was in the story. We're just gonna start over.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Seth.
All right, so I might have to pick a different one because I can't. I'm trying to find the name of this one that I was gonna pick, and I'm a little sad because I had found it and I had scrolled past it on my list. So there's several, honestly, I could do for this one.
Right. 3 isn't enough. If we don't have time.
It's
So
not,
if there-
but we have to
yeah,
have
but
a
we're-
limit to our podcast somehow. So continue.
So we're going with that. Well, hopefully, if anyone wanted to Google it by its description alone, you'd be able to find it because it's kind of a unique one. So what it's about, it's a typical, character gets transported into the world with video game abilities.
So an
The
isekai.
caveat, yeah, sure, a seki, but it's not one like, oh, they got hit by truck-san and get reincarnated. It's like one of those, they're sitting in the crash room with everyone else, and all of a sudden they just wake up in the new place. Except the twist here is they wake up in the body of a spider monster. And your main character, the girl, is having to go adjust to her new life as a spider monster in a dungeon, and just her descent
Is that the
into.
So What I'm a Spider anime?
Yeah, I
so
think
I'm
that
a
might be the
spider.
actual.
So what?
Yeah.
That might be the English translation name. So
Okay.
I've been enjoying that one. It's
Did
been
you,
having
did you
good.
read it?
Hmm?
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'll watch the anime when it comes out.
I read it. It was
It's
kind
called
of
Rechnera
funny.
Arachnera.
I could see the anime,
Something like
if done by a lower end studio, making it be boring with slow pacing. But with enough pacing, it was entertaining enough to get through. And I like the premise of, an inhuman person being the main character because I'm tired of normal people. Let me see some kind of alien or monster take the lead.
Yeah,
So
we're always more into that kind of stuff.
Seth does
I just
love
like,
him, the monster girls.
He does like the monster girls.
I like the different
Monster.
perspectives.
No, we're not. No. It's DMCA. No. No.
Especially you say that. I hate Monster Musume.
Oh, shut up. No, you don't. Nobody hates
not-
that.
You're not singing it right.
We're not going to sing it the right way.
All right.
So for my
Ryan,
third,
your next one.
there's so many that is really difficult to just pick one. So I'm going to go with one that I've found over time that I still really enjoy. Even though I want it to be Bleach, it's not. Log Horizon actually is getting a season 2 this spring. I think it's either spring or summer. We're getting I think it's a season 3 actually. Of Log Horizon. I'm super excited for that because I really enjoyed the original Log Horizon, which it's an isekai essentially, except it sticks a little bit closer to the MMO. The MMO setup, where it's a lot more involving in the menus and then involving game mechanics, or what the game mechanics would be. And I don't know, I just like it. It's quaint. It's not super flashy. It doesn't insist upon itself. It just exists and is solid.
I do like me some isekai. So.
Yeah.
All right, Fuzz, your third and final, if you have one.
Can I do a twofer and state one that everybody already knows, and then a second one?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. So the one that I'm just going to throw out there because it's already really famous is the XKCD comic. Because I would assume that most people know that. It seems to be like meme popular at this point. Just a smart guy who makes sort of dry humor panel comics out of stick figures. That's really, I would say, for people who like thinking hard about things. And then my real answer is I haven't read it in a while, but I have read it in 2020, and it's called 10 Earth-Shattering Blows. and it's a pretty interesting comic. I don't know what's really going on yet with these things. You have to sort of wait as they release them to understand, but it's a good art style. And the best thing I can say is that the setting is sort of D&D like, but it's also definitely an off kilter. Like it's a darker sort of feel to it already, even though nothing dark has happened yet. That's the best I can give you because it's just one of these things where like it started and I don't know what the purpose of it is yet.
Gotcha. My third and final one is one I started in 2020 and have continued now into 2021. Mine is Demon Slayer, and I have been watching it actually recently with Ryan here, and it's just incredible. Like
Spell.
the animation alone is just breathtaking, and what they do in animation, it just doesn't even seem possible. It's just so beautiful. So,
Isn't that one you actually put down?
Hmm?
Isn't that one you actually had to come down back for?
Yeah. So I originally hated it because of one of the characters, and I just couldn't. I could not watch it. Like I was done. Like I couldn't stand the character. But through many recommendations of several friends, I have continued it, and I'm glad I did because although that character is super annoying, um, it is worth it in the end because the fights and the animation make up for the annoying whining character. But so basically, a two-sentence synopsis. Um, Main character is super weak and has to train to become a demon slayer. So,
Don't say
and that's
Goku.
that.
Yep.
It's incredible. So, all right, guys. Well, that is our podcast for today on January 15th. This is podcast number 7 of the Ignorant Experts. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a great night.